And a warm welcome to News Across Nigeria. I'm Melinda Kinlami. Coming up today on the program, Edo State Governor to build an industrial park as he marks his first year in office. Lawyers in Nigeria push for an act to criminalize domestic violence. And BAYELSA governor speaks out on the state's ecological problems. The federal government has moved to quell the mass hysteria created in some parts of the country following rumors of a vaccination exercise being conducted by the military. According to the Minister of Health, Professor Isaac Adewale, the federal government will not conduct such campaigns without involving the state government. He spoke to journalists after today's Federal Executive Council meeting in Abuja and says vaccination campaigns are being conducted in only 3 states. Professor Adewale cites Kwara and Kogi State, where there is an ongoing yellow fever vaccination campaign, as well as the cholera vaccination in Borno State. On the monkeypox outbreak, the minister says out of 74 suspected cases reported from 11 states, 12 tested negative, while 3 are positive in BAYELSA. The 4 suspected cases in Lagos also tested negative. As part of efforts to mark his first year in office, the Edo State Governor Godwin Obaseki will lay the foundation for an industrial park at Ifowalha local government area. Mr. Obaseki announced this during an appreciation tour of local governments to thank supporters of the All Progressives Congress for his victory in the governorship elections.
A grand reception for the Governor of Edo State, Godwin Obaseki, at the council headquarters of Ego local government area of Edo State. Governor Obaseki is on a thank you tour of the local government areas to appreciate party faithful for their support during the September 28, 2016 election in the state. The All Progressives Congress APC Edo State pays tribute to the present administration for utilizing the synergy available in working with the party.
There is nothing he has done as governor that the party is not aware of. But what is even more important is the way appointments were done. I can proudly tell you today there is no commissioner or special advisor or special assistant or senior special assistant who can tell you that is one leader that made him a commissioner.
As the Ifowalha Local Government Council grounds, the party leader, Eric Usanyede, hails Mr. Obaseki for strides taken in road construction.
They said, come and construct this road, we will change it to Obaseki way.
The event reaches its zenith as the Edo State Chief Executive takes center stage. Governor Obaseki reveals plans of establishing an industrial park in the area as part of events lined up to mark the administration's first anniversary.
We will lay the foundation stone of one of the most important industrial parks in this country in Ifowalha. So my promise that I will create jobs, even though we have started, you will see that it is in this local government that we will do it most.
There was also the award of cash prizes to the wards which had the best performance during the governorship polls.
From Edo, we move to Nasarawa State, where a second phase of infrastructural development will soon begin across rural areas. Governor Tanko Almakura says the construction of bridges will ease the transport of farm produce from the hinterlands to the city and in turn give the economy a boost.
Each time we construct a particular project, you find that there is a need to also add another one to ensure the usage of the existing one. So at every point in time since the beginning of the construction of the bridges and culverts, we have been increasing numbers as we go ahead. And I am also planning for another second phase of the construction of culverts and bridges, because these are very, very important in ensuring that the communities around find their ways to their neighborhood and to the market, to their farms. Because I feel this would have multiplier effect. By the time the bridges, the culverts and the roads are constructed in the rural areas, the people in the rural areas would have been liberated to ensuring the conveyance and haulage of their farm products to the nearby market, which would add value of their produce.
Governor of Nasarawa State, Tanko Almakura. To aviation matters now, long-term funding for critical infrastructure and support for flag carrier airlines are essential to the future development of the aviation industry. Aviation experts are asking government to take the industry more seriously at a forum in Lagos, and our aviation correspondent, Bukola Joe Oketumi, gives us the details.
Aviation is often described as a true world wide web, a network of airlines, airports and air traffic control, linking major cities and small communities and contributing tremendously to the GDP of many nations. In Nigeria, aviation contributed a paltry 0.4% to GDP in 2015, and many experts believe the industry can do better if actors will put their acts together, and that is the crux of discussions at this forum. One of the issues thrown up is the need for a national carrier.
United, Delta, American US Airways, all these airlines that top the world are either started by government or are still government.
While a national airline is being canvassed, the former Director General of the Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority, Dr. Harold Demore, insists supporting for existing flag carriers is important.
Without airline, will not be here. No airline, there will be no airport. There's not a good store. Airline is the center. Everything goes around the airline, so we need to support them.
In the mix for progress, funding infrastructure upgrade is also key.
Here in Nigeria, the visibility drops below 800 meters and we all go home. It's not technology. It's been around since the 60s, in fact the 50s. And all it requires is equipment on the ground aligned with the runway center line, and then it requires equipment in the aircraft, and then it requires special training from the pilots.
When all is done, a long-term plan has its place.
We're looking at developing infrastructure, we're looking at developing solid airports, we're looking at developing the necessary infrastructure that will help our growth in this sector. But without a solid plan, I'm not sure we can have that kind of growth.
While many talk shows have held in the past, many of those present here hope government will take the bull by the horn and do right for the industry that is capable of impacting the national GDP. Bukola Joe Oketumi, Channels Television News.
From aviation to security matters now, the Delta State Police Command has confirmed the kidnap of 4 British missionaries identified as Dr. David Donovan, Chili Donovan, Alana and Ian. Police authorities told journalists in Asaba, the Delta State capital, that the missionaries were abducted by 5 gunmen who stormed a creek in Burutu local government area. The Britons are said to have been engaged in spreading the gospel and giving free medical treatment in the area for many years now. According to the police, all efforts are being made to ensure the victims are rescued.
Through the efforts of the community leaders, vigilante groups, and the ongoing Crocodile Smile operation in that area, we were able to arrest 4 suspects. We have one, James Tennis. He's 38 years old. He is the one who supplies them with food, drinks, and drugs, especially Indian hemp, in their camp. So also we have Willie Fuludu. He's 38 years old. He has started to negotiate with one of the staff of the victims. We have Ekpe Nuruere Kotman. He's 25 years old. He is said to have led, the assailants to the house or to the residence of these foreigners.
Coming up on the program, lawyers discuss how to reduce domestic violence in the country. I'll give you that and other stories when we return. Join us again.